Hey everyone, welcome to the last edition of NBC for this school year, and our last edition ever. I'm Lydia Lisco.
I'm Abby Samuel.
I'm Gabby Affatato.
And I'm Adam Little. And guys, I can't believe this is our final edition of NBC. It's really sad.
I know, but it's such an honor to be able to host it as seniors after these last 4 years. NBC has made a huge impact on us.
You know who else has made such a big impact on the last 4 years has been Hope Squad. Delaney Cal sat down with a member of Hope Squad to see what really goes on behind the scenes.
Mindfulness, the sounds of birds chirping and the wind rustling in the trees. And yet, these soothing sounds fail to break through the brick walls of Mason High School. 1/3 of teenagers struggle with mental health, and as these numbers continue to rise, so does our concern for the youth. Mason High School is taking steps forward in the conversation of mental health, and Hope Squad is part of that initiative. I sat down with Catherine Rabiglio to discuss the inner workings of Hope Squad.
So there's a lot of misconceptions around Hope Squad, and I think my goal here today is to kind of shed light on what you guys really do. So can you go into detail a little bit about what Hope Squad does?
Hope Squad is, everyone knows it's a peer suicide prevention group, but I think there's a lot more that we do that people don't really understand. We have committees who, like building-based outreach, who are working on sending Hope Squad, like, the message and like the presence like in the school and like making sure people know what we do so that that question doesn't get asked all the time. And then we help other kids who are struggling with mental health, who are just struggling with their day, who are struggling with just something that's bothering them. Like, we're there to help people and help them get where they need to be.
Kind of building on that, you said you wish people didn't ask that question so much. How do you feel you can combat that sort of perception around Hope Squad?
I think a lot of it is, even though I hate to be asked that question, is actually asking the question. Like, if you go up to a member and say, hey, what is it that Hope Squad really does? Or like, what is your role on Hope Squad? Or what is something you wish Hope Squad was doing? And then you can try and implement it, saying that to a member. Because I feel a lot of the times when people like ask those questions because they don't know.
I think often students find it hard to talk to other students. So how is it that Hope Squad, which is all about students helping other students, why is that the best method of mental health?
I think that Hope Squad's a great method for getting students to talk to each other, especially about really vulnerable topics, because everyone in Hope Squad is like, they're there for a reason. They're there because people have said, hey, this person is someone that I feel I could talk to about anything. You know, they're kind and they're open to other people and they're understanding and they're empathetic and their aim is to help someone.
Kind of tying onto that, you mentioned that students pick other students. How do you feel that's not always like a popularity contest?
This is actually something we talk about a lot in Hope Squad. I don't think any of that is true. I'm also not going to go around the squad and say, I don't think you should be in Hope Squad. Because I think everyone they have a different like dynamic of kids that they reach out to. Because we talk about this a lot about our dynamic, and I think that everyone comes from really different places. They come from different friend groups and they come from different sports and activities, so they have a different outreach, and like our goal is to be able to have a connection to every kid in the school through a Hope Squad member, so someone always has somewhere to go.
Kind of tying it back to what you actually do within the organization, what steps do you take as a Hope Squad member? Like, what are the actual like tangible things that you do when someone needs help?
So that's like the QPR, the question, persuade, refer. So someone, when they come and they talk to you, and you just ask them like, hey, how are you? Like, you don't like, it's never like a questionnaire. Like, I'm never sitting down with you and being like, hey, what's going on? How are you feeling? What's happening? Like, it's more of an open conversation like this is, and you just like kind of try and talk to them. You don't have to like really, like I said, like not like drill into them like what's going on, but you kind of like, you just ask them how they're doing, kind of build a connection, and sometimes it doesn't happen right away, but it takes a little bit to be like, hey, what's going on? Like, how are you feeling? And then the persuade is like, hey, do you want to go talk to a counselor? Do you want to go talk to a school therapist? Do you want to do you have a trusted teacher and advisor that you'd rather talk to?
So Hope Squad more works as a connecting point.
Yeah, it's more of a channel from student to like all of these great resources that we're always like, hey, we have these great counseling department, we have like the therapists in the school, we have all these great people, but people don't know how to get to them. You can always get to them through a Hope Squad member, through Hope Squad advisor, will help you find them. Yeah, and that's more like the refer is getting them there.
I mean, that makes sense, and I think that that's good to know because not a lot of students understand that it's not you. It's not the Hope Squad member that's telling you how to fix a problem. It's giving you the opportunity to talk to someone else. And kind of growing upon that whole issue of talking, there's a lot of stigma around talking about mental health.
Yeah.
And I know that's starting to change, and it's a great thing that it's starting to change. How has Hope Squad aided that change?
I think one of the great things, not just even in Mason, but just like with the Hope Squad being implemented in so many schools across the country, is just like making people open to talk about it. Like, hey, there's like 80 people in our Hope Squad that you can go and talk to about this, and they will openly talk to anyone about this topic, just to break the stigma, just to get talking about it. Like, honestly, if you can just strike up a conversation with someone about mental health, you're already doing great things to break the stigma.
Hope Squad is helping to make the school a little bit smaller, a little bit warmer, and a little bit happier. So strike up a conversation, learn more about Hope Squad, and continue the talk about mental health. Because extending a singular hand towards someone in need can save a life. I'm Delaney Cowles, NBC News.
Speaking of Hope Squad, I might have a favorite member of Hope Squad.
Abby, pause. You're not supposed to have a favorite member.
But it's Mr. Hibbs. I love Mr. Hibbs.
Yeah, get it, pause, like dog paws.
Well, I love Hibbs. When my dad drove me to school freshman year, he would always greet me in the morning in the guidance office, and we would just hang out before school.
In order to find out more about our favorite furry friend, Lacey Dahl spent the whole day with Hibbs. Let's take a look.
I'm here with Hibbs, and we all know and love Hibbs, and we all know what he's up to during school, but I'm here to find out what he does outside of school and what the day in the life of Hibbs really looks like. So first, obviously, Hibbs has to get in the car so he can go to another place. So what is the first stop that you usually would go to with Hibbs?
We're going to be going to the Cincinnati Nature Center. I'll talk more about it when we get there, but it's one of my favorite places in the world to go. Highly recommend it, and Hibbs and I love going on hikes there and walking around on the trails.
Perfect. All right, let's go.
All right, buddy. We're at the Nature Center. You love it here. All right. Yummy.
So obviously we see Hibbs at school with you every day, and we all see him in the halls and everywhere, but how does it feel for you to see him like outside in a different environment from school?
Yeah, I love sharing him with anybody and everybody. One of the cool things here of just going on walks is a lot of times families and kids will be on a trail, and Hibbs is a very friendly dog. They'll see him and they'll want to approach him and they'll ask if they can pet him. I've met people here that have been from Mason or have had kids that have gone to Mason, and I get to talk about Hibbs and his impact on the school and the community as well. So I get to share him with other people that normally wouldn't get to see him, which is really special.
Yeah. So you guys have seen one of Hibbs' favorite spots, but there is another favorite spot that Hibbs has. What would that be?
My parents' house. We kind of consider it his playhouse. We actually call my parents his Meemaw and Peepaw, and Peepaw is his favorite person. So we're going to go see their house, and his favorite thing to do there is to go swimming in a pool.
Perfect. Let's go there.
All right.
He is ready. He is excited.
He's going.
So how often does he like to do this?
As he runs by us. So we live about 10 minutes away from my parents, and we come here a lot in the summer just to be with them and obviously the pool. And we'll do this for hours at a time, and he'll just go nonstop, tire himself out, and then hang out and roll around in the grass. Or do this, try to swipe at it.
So Hibbs has definitely impacted us at the high school, and I know he impacts your family, but how does he impact like other people and like your dad, how he's like has such a close relationship with him?
Yeah. Every dog my dad's been around, it's his favorite person. The dogs love him. And Hibbs is no different. I think both my parents really love having him around, and they spend a lot of time with him, and it means a lot to both Hibbs and my parents. But even just friends that we have over, or family, extended family that we have that are over at the pool and get to see him, they love him. He's become a very big part of our life and our circle's life too.
Yeah, I love that. Hibbs has to dry off before he goes back home. And for our last stop, we're gonna see what he is like right when he gets home. Now that we're back at Hibbs' house, what is the first thing he does when he gets home?
Honestly, probably look for food or get ready to eat. Say hi to my wife, say hi to my son who's around the corner there. Sometimes just kind of run around the house in general and get a survey of everything.
Yeah. These are all of Hibbs' bandanas.
I love them.
Summer, he gets watermelons. He has different colors. This is a Big Brother one someone got him.
Oh,
it's green.
that's so cute.
But yeah, all his bandanas are in here, and then all of his bow ties. He has collars for every holiday. He's got every color green.
Oh my gosh, I
He
love
has
it.
like every variation of green. We love Halloween. He has Halloween, Christmas.
So this is how we end our nights, reading a book to Luke before bedtime, and Hibbs has just taken it upon himself, but now it's become a routine that he comes in here and lays down and listens to the story, and usually tries to lick one of us as we're reading to Luke, and then we turn the lights out and we all head out and we enjoy the rest of the evening on the couch as Luke goes to bed. So we're glad that Hibbs has joined us for that routine too.
As we have seen today, Hibbs not only is a part of our Mason family, but he also has a family of his own. Thanks so much for letting us come along to see Hibbs' day in the life. I'm Lacey Dahl, NBC News.
I don't know about you guys, but it always makes my day when I see Hibbs trotting around in the hallway.
I love seeing Josie Lorenz in the hallway doing Kids in the Hall, personally.
Literally, me too. I feel like every time she approaches you in the hallways, you have to be on your guard because you never know what she's going to ask you.
Well, let's see what Josie cooked up for this edition of Kids in the Hall.
Honestly, I can't wait for the school year to be over. I need a break from this reality. Maybe I'll go to Barbie Land. Ooh, or maybe I'll go to the Star Wars universe. I've always wanted to be a Jedi. If you guys could exist in any fictional universe, what universe would it be? I hit the halls to find out. If you could be in any fictional universe, what universe would you be in?
Any fictional. I want to say Harry Potter or something like that, because I'd probably get, like, expelled or something. So, bruh, like Ninjago. Dude,
Like,
I'd be like,
oh my gosh.
I would be the master of Smijitsu, bro. I go crazy, bro. I just walk up, you know what I mean? Like, crazy.
I want to go Candyland.
Hey,
I want to live in a candy place.
You know where I want to live?
I never thought about that.
Food
Patience.
brand.
Patience. It's his turn right now. So, you wanna be in Candyland?
Yes.
Why would you wanna be in Candyland?
Because I can eat all the candy I want.
I think all the candy is like sentient, like it's alive. So if you eat it, you're like murdering people.
I don't think that's the way it works.
If you guys could live in any fictional universe, what universe would it be?
Dora the Explorer. I just relate to Dora a lot. She's like my mini-me.
Why is that? Oh, okay.
Avatar.
Which Avatar? Last Airbender or like the little blue freaks?
The Way of Water, like the newest one. Pretty cool.
I've never actually seen it. I can't judge.
Cool.
I don't know what I'm saying. If you could live in any fictional universe, what would it be? Oh, you just need some time to, and yeah.
It would probably be like Adventure Time or something.
That is one I have not heard today. Who would you be in Adventure Time?
Probably like Lumpy Space Princess or something.
I love Lumpy Space Princess! It's great to see I'm not the only one imagining alternative lives. Imagine a Lego Ninja Josie. Anyway, I'm Josie Lorenz, NBC News.
Hi, my name is Elriva, and I am a member of Hope Squad. With summer just around the corner, we want to let you know that if you or a friend ever needs anything, you can still reach out to Hope Squad over our break. The tip line is also still constantly monitored, so your tips can still be seen and handled accordingly. Congratulations to the class of 2024, and I'll see the rest of you next school year. Hope Squad signing off.
Yeah, guys, I can't wait for summer to be so nice
I
to sleep
can't either.
in.
I'm so
sorry.
excited for summer.
You guys know it's rolling, right?
Oh, shoot.
Okay.
What's
up, Comic Country? So, what were you guys talking about?
Well, we were just talking about summer and how excited we were, but then, like, I started to think about, like, I'm not going to have volleyball this summer, and I was like, what am I going to do? And all these other athletes who are graduating, too, like, what are we going to do this summer? And I know you're playing volleyball next year, but what are you going to do when it's over?
I have no idea. I'm literally going to have nothing to do.
I have a solution for you. Pickleball. It's literally all the rage. So many people are playing it now.
Yeah, Audrey Hunt sat down with some pickleball pros to learn more about one of the newest clubs at MHS.
Pickleball is a rapidly growing sport. However, it wasn't offered here at Mason until a group of sophomore boys took action into their own hands, and suddenly, the Pickleball Club was made. Bradley Curtis and Carson Zimmerell are two of the students that made this inclusive club here at MHS bloom. So, I sat down with some of the members to get a feel on what this club really has to offer.
My favorite part about the club is that it's so inclusive. You don't even need to know how to play pickleball. I bring friends there all the time and they know nothing. I'll bring a couple extra paddles and then next thing you know, they're loving it and they want to come back. And even the other people there, they were happy to like play against you or just teach you how to play pickleball.
So one of the good things about this club is it's not competitive at all. You can like start from anywhere. You could not know how to play at all. You could not know the rules, and there's gonna be someone there that'll help you figure it out. And if you want to get better, that can help you get better. It's not just like a joke of a thing. It's more fun than that. Like you can really enjoy yourself there. You can make a lot of new friends. You can play competitive if you want.
I first saw the flyers in the hallway and they really sparked my interest and I decided I'd give it a try with my brother. He came along with me. We fit in pretty well and it really just was a fun experience for both of us. And I keep going there every week. We meet every Wednesday. It's just like a fun way to me to get out of the house, and it's a bunch of new people every week and it's just great to meet new people.
We all wanted to, find a way to play a sport that we could all play together, and it doesn't have to be insanely competitive, but if we wanted it to be, it could be, and it's a really good way to just hang out with friends, make new friends, and have a good time.
With dedicated members and a bond over a fast-paced game, the Pickleball Club is not only a place where students can go play around, but also an environment where friends can connect with one another and grow their friendships. Now that I've learned a little bit about this, I think I might go give it a try. I'm Audrey Hunt, NBC Sports.
It's so important to stay busy in the summer and do things that you love.
Yeah, and I think even if people can't play pickleball, it's super important to stay active.
Yeah, in the summer, Abby and I serve as buddies in the Mason Challenger League, and it's been such a rewarding experience. It's honestly one of my highlights of the summer.
It is so much fun. Bailey Engel interviewed some Challenger League buddies to talk about the importance of the program.
Every summer, a group of athletes take the field to play softball and baseball in the Mason Challenger League. In this league, children and young adults with physical and developmental needs get the chance to play in an environment that is supportive to their needs. The league thrives with the help of volunteers who team up with players they like to call their buddies. As more players join into play, the need for more volunteers is more pressing than ever. Senior Baron Bogan became a buddy for the first time last year.
So it makes me feel really special to be able to be a part of something and make them that makes them feel like special and something that they can be a part of and part of a team as well. So it makes me feel really cool.
Many of the volunteers believe that the players have made a significant impact on their own lives. They believe more high school students should volunteer as buddies.
Just to be super open about it, because a lot of times like people will have this idea like, oh, I've never done this before, like I don't know if I'm super comfortable with this. Like these people are like the happiest people on earth, and I love working with them. Like working with them is super eye-opening. You make lots of friendships with the buddies and the players as well. And it's just really cool. Like it's really cool to be able to work with these kids, and it's just awesome.
If you have a few hours to spare on Saturdays throughout the summer, you can make a difference in the lives of the Challenger League players. It should be an exciting season for the league as they make their move to their new adaptive fields here at McKenna Park. To learn more about getting involved with the league, you can visit their website at masonyouth.org. I'm Bailey Engel, NBC Sports.
That wrapped it up for our final edition of this year and our final edition as seniors. Thank you all for tuning in for the last 4 years.
Being a part of NBC has been such a rewarding experience, and I know we wouldn't have wanted it any other way.
We're so thankful for this program and all the opportunities it has provided us.
We want to give a big thank you to our advisor, Mr. Connor, the entire crew, and for your support over the last 4 years. Signing off for the final time.
I'm Abby Samuel, go Dutch.
I'm Lydia Lisco, roll Tide.
I'm Gabby Affatato.
And I'm Adam Little,
go Bucks.
And we'll see you next time.